There, Aries, thank you for stopping by for your tarot video forecast for the week of September 21st through the 27th. Wow, can you believe we're already on to another week? Crazy how time is going by this year. Wow. So anyway, let's get moving here. You guys are the first video, so when I look at the calendar, I'm just kind of like, oh my God, really? So that's why you get that comment every week. It's like, oh, where did the time go? So Aries, let's look at your reading. On Monday, what you have coming up is you have the Eight of Swords. And the Eight of Swords is just telling me that you have a situation that has been making you feel like you've been limited or restricted. And what's going on with that situation on Monday is you're still kind of in it, but there's some advice on this card because the Eight of Swords talks about that this situation that you're feeling limited or restricted by is really because of a restriction that you're placing on yourself. So this is only in your own head. So if you could step back and look at the situation from an outsider's perspective, you might really see some very productive ways to move forward or to move to handle this situation in a way that actually is just fine. It'll kind of help you to get a better perspective so that you know what you want to do with this situation. Because as long as you are living with those limitations that you're putting on yourself, that's kind of holding you back. So you want to be able to find a way to see those limitations and lift them off. So if you have a situation that you're feeling like you're limited in or you're bound in, you want to step back, get a different perspective on it. Maybe look at it from, what if I told my neighbor about this? What would he or she have to say about it? Even that much of a difference in perspective can make a huge difference in how you feel that you can handle this situation in a productive way. So that's Monday for you, Aries. Tuesday, what you have coming up is the Nine of Clubs. Now, the Nine of Clubs tells me that this is the beginning of, or preparing for, I should say, not the beginning of, but preparing for something coming up. So this would be like if you have finals, this would be studying up for finals. If you have a job interview coming up, this would be doing your homework on the company you're going to be interviewing for. If this, let's see, there's all kinds of different things. If you have a new project at work, this is just kind of getting things in place so that when it's time to start that project, all your tools are there and you can just rock and roll with it. There's all kinds of things that this can be. Like for me, this would be doing these videos so that I can publish them in time for people to have them for the week. It's getting ready for something. So gearing up for something might be another way that you would say it maybe, but this is just getting ready for something to start. So, and this is a significant something you're going to be putting a significant amount of energy and effort into. Okay, so then let's move on to Wednesday, Aries. What you have coming up is the Magician. So whatever you were getting ready for on Tuesday, I feel like you have started that on Wednesday with the Magician card. That's telling me that this is going very well, that whenever you actually start the project, things are working just exactly the way they're supposed to. They're very smooth. You're doing well at taking the things that you have at hand and making them into the things that you want them to be. Really, really, really good card coming up for you, Aries, on Wednesday. Oh, and I gotta say, this is coming in two ways too. So for some of you, you're manifesting everything that you need. And for others of you, you're coming in contact with someone who is helping you manifest the things that you need as well. So one of two ways. Either way, you have the things that you need, whether you're manifesting them or whether you're coming in contact with someone who's helping you manifest them. Now, on Thursday, we have the Emperor in reverse. And Aries, I don't feel like this is coming up as you for the most part. I feel like this is coming up as someone you are interacting with on Thursday. Now, the Emperor in reverse. The Emperor in reverse can be somebody who is totally, completely nasty to deal with, or he can be somebody that just has like one annoying character flaw. So there's a whole big range of the Emperor in reverse and where this guy can be, okay? But for most of you, this will be a male. I won't say for all of you because it is a general reading, so genders I don't hold hard and fast in general readings. But for most of you, this is going to be a male that you're dealing with on Thursday, and this is going to be somebody who has some kind of position of authority. This can be someone who doesn't have very good morals. This can be somebody who doesn't appreciate what's done for them. This can be somebody who always pushes for more, 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 more. Basically, this is somebody that whenever he walks out the door, everybody kind of goes, I don't have to walk on eggshells now. Thank God that person is not here at this moment. I've had this come up for some people who have really, really nasty personalities, narcissistic type personalities, pretty accentuated. I've also had this card come up for people who just flat are a little deceptive. I literally had this card come up for someone who sold me a car and did not tell me the truth about the mechanical state of the car. In fact, went out of his way to make sure that I was fooled about it. So it can be anything from as little a flaw as someone being intentionally deceptive all the way up to someone being completely a terror to be around. So anyway, that's the description of that personality. That's somebody that you're going to be interacting with on Thursday. I wouldn't get all bugged out about it. I will tell you that these people tend to have an effect on people that is not pleasant. But I think if you kind of know it's coming, then it makes the blow a little bit softer whenever it comes in. It's like, oh yeah, I heard about you. And you kind of tend not to take it as seriously as before. So maybe that's why stuff like this comes up in readings. But anyway, somebody that you're interacting with on Thursday, Aries. And then also I do want to remind you, it is a general reading. So this is not going to apply to everybody just because I say it. Okay. So let's move on to Friday. Friday, we've got the Three of Coins in reverse. Three of Coins in reverse. There's some kind of party or celebration going on in your life, Aries, on Friday that does not go exactly as planned. And what I'm hearing is that just because it's not going as planned does not mean that that's a bad thing. I think that your first reaction is going to be like, oh no, but if you can hold in your emotions and let things unfold, it feels like it's just different. It's not bad, but as things unfold, it'll be something different than what you had planned or had hoped for. But I don't think that you're going to end up walking away from this celebration or party going, wow, that was horrible. I think you're going to walk away going, that was interesting. I wasn't expecting that, but not bad. Kind of good. So if you start to see things going a little bit off kilter at a party or celebration on Friday, just let them play out. Don't get stressed out about it. Just relax, sit back, and see what happens. Okay, so that's Friday for you, Aries. And then Saturday, you have the Knight of Cups, and the Knight of Cups is a good card. Now, this card can have to do with relationships, but it can also have to do with other things that you are attracted to or that you enjoy, that you have some passion about. So the Knight of Cups really talks about participating in something that you do have great, wonderful feelings about. This can be doing something in a relationship. This can be doing something nice for your partner in a relationship. Or this can be, you know, just enjoying a really great hobby or enjoying a project that you've started that you're finding fascinating. But no matter how you slice it, it really talks about doing something that brings you some happiness, some good emotion. So it's a really nice card to have show up on Saturday. It shows fun. You know, maybe you're traveling to a place that you really love. You know, all kinds of ways that that could manifest, but however it manifests, it's got some really nice feeling with it. And so that's wonderful to see for you, Aries, on Saturday. Now, Sunday, we've got the Page of Swords in reverse. So Page of Swords in reverse, I'm kind of just like snickering silently here because I'm a Scorpio. We are the detectives of the universe. And this card talks about being the detective. So it cracks me up when this card comes up for other signs. I'm not exactly sure why, maybe just the irony of it. But what I see on Sunday is that you're kind of digging for some information. You're seeing something in your life and you're just thinking, you know what? I'm not getting the full story here. I'm not getting the full picture here. And I feel like for many of you, Aries, this is in a parental role that you're digging for information. You're not feeling like your children are giving you the full story, or one of your children is not giving you the full story. So you're kind of digging around. You're talking to other parents. You're looking at phone records. You're just kind of checking up on things. Now, it's not going to be parents for all of you. Some of you are going to be checking up on boyfriends or girlfriends or even just friends. But there's something going on that you just have a bad feeling about it. You're smelling a little bit of fish in the can here, and you're not liking it. And so you're digging around trying to find what's the real deal here. The interesting thing is I think that you are going to find some information that you did not have access to before you started digging around. And I think for some of you, I'm actually feeling relief at finding that information. For some of you, you're going to dig up some information and you're going to be like, oh, it's not as bad as I thought it was. That's actually kind of cool. Now, how do I pretend I don't know this? For some of you, I do feel like you're going to find some things that maybe it would be easier to not know because they're going to be things that affect how you look at a particular situation in your life, and this information is going to put you in a position where you have to make some really hard decisions. So, the information that comes up can go either way. But for some of you, I'm feeling the relief. And that's kind of interesting because usually whenever I have a situation where people are digging for information and they find it, relief is not the first emotion that surfaces when I'm feeling around that situation. So that's kind of nice that some of you will be getting that relief at knowing the rest of the story, as they say. So that is your week, Aries. Thank you so much for stopping by. I do appreciate all of your support, your likes, your shares, your subscribes. For those of you who are purchasing my supplemental dailies, thank you, thank you, thank you. Everybody who has had a reading with me and who will have a reading, I thank you so much. Everyone have a fantastic week. I'll be back here the next time. See you then. Peace out.